Hello, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2 in the Sunken City and this cave full of petrification. It has been 6 days, 5 days, so I am no longer going into this area pre-tilted by everything. I still think this fight is terrible, but I'm gonna go into it not having died a couple times to it because I was in a rush to get it over with. So it will hopefully go better this time. But I only need to beat this boss so that I can say that I've beaten the boss. There's a few items, it seems, that you can get from it, but it's like some petrified dragon bones and a titanite slab. It's not really that important. But once I beat this, I will be able to, I believe, I'll check once, I should be able to get a sustainable source of, I forgot that that enemy is unstaggerable because it's been a while. But in I go. Hopefully it goes smoothly. It's not a good fight. I'm not looking forward to this. So I am a little bit pre-tilted. But yes. Pre-tilted instantly by the single stab from a rapier staggering me out of a great sword swing. Doesn't take a lot to tilt me at this stage. It's not going great if I'm already tilted and I don't know where the guy I need to kill is. Where'd the archer go? Where is he? He's the only one that I need to focus on first. Because if he's not dead, he will shoot me out of nowhere and will stagger me to death. Did he drop down? Where did he go? Is he down here? Okay, there he is. What happened? What is going on? Okay. And missed. He's just broken. It's just broken. I mean, good for me, but it just broke. Like, his AI just did not function. Which, like, good for me, but kind of just a strike against the game. This is not where I want to run, because the ramp is over this way. But like, probably totally reasonable, just feels weird. That doesn't stagger him, but the single stab from the rapier guy staggers me. And his stab that leads to him falling off counts as a downward plunging attack. Good to know, good to know, good to know. And that didn't stagger him at all. Well, at least that staggered a little. Is their AI gonna break again? That would be good. It's really not a good boss design. It's doubly not good because the AI is garbage. Ah, and the... Okay. This should be okay. Okay, that's it. Hopefully. Good. I hate this fight. It's not a good design fight. Like... I don't think there's anything positive about that fight's design. The AI broke is the only reason it went as smoothly as it did. Because I one-shot that guy because I got a backstab. That's not a good fight. I'm not tilted prior to it, so it went okay, but... Like... I don't think fights where you have to... just... sit around until they split up enough to be able to hit once are fun. And they're not interesting. They're not, like... a test of... skill. They might be. Maybe there's like half a dozen super specific opportunities to attack that you can get. Not a mimic. Maybe there's plenty more opportunities to attack than I expect, but it really just seems like that's a spell, not an actual greatsword. It seems like it's just wait till there's an opening attack. And it's even worse than most boss fights, which are always wait for an opening until you can attack. But, oh, that's a trap. I hate you. It went fine, but I hate them so much. So, now is the time to test if I can get Brightbugs. The whole reason I wanted to fight that boss so early was to have access to Brightbugs so that I can use them to help with the fact that I have only 1,003 HP. Because I have 6 vitality. Vigor. 6 vigor. Which is an intentional choice. So, if this resets the items in there, then I can get Brightbugs forever. I should go to Majula, though, and level up, or spend my souls on something at least. I should buy some life gems. But if I can get Brightbugs here, it will be nice. I don't know why I insist on rolling off of edges. Okay. I know the Brightbugs are down there. I do not remember precisely where. Because it's been a while. Oh, there's a metal chest that I didn't open in the first place. Basically, if any of the items on the ground have respawned, then they should all have respawned. Bonfire ascetics. I mean, this is very dangerous. I am about to get petrified. Beautiful. Okay. And it gives me ascetics, so I can chain it infinitely. just here without leaving. I'm gonna try to... Nope, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I should be dead, but I'm not. So yes, I can get Brightbugs safely here. I just need to not do it when I have 63,000 souls that I don't really want to waste. But that's infinite Brightbugs, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna continue this area and go down that pit to the boss, because otherwise I will forget where the boss for the area is if I leave it too long, but that's what I will do next. So now I need int. 10 more levels. Only 10 more levels, and I will actually be able to use the greatsword that I want to use. Actually, spend the rest of my souls, though.
And you?
Get a bunch of normal life gems. So, apparently these restock with 3 after each of the bosses, each of the Great Soul bosses. I didn't buy any, so I only get 1 set of 3 from that. Which is kind of lame, but it fits the game, so I don't really dislike it that much. Where is that boss gonna be? So there's a bonfire in here that I missed. But I think here's where I want to start right now. Because this is where I need to be to... I go down here, and then down 1 elevator and across a bridge to get to where I need to be. It's been a little bit for me. But as I'm traveling, and I need to make sure I have the cat ring, good. As I travel, there's been some fun, very interesting news in the Canadian province of Ontario this week. Or, well, news coming out of the Canadian province of Ontario this week. That one of the universities, the University of Waterloo, which is in Waterloo, well, Kitchener-Waterloo region, it was found recently by a student that all of the vending machines on campus had like facial recognition stuff in them, which they found out because, like, if you search this, like, University of Waterloo facial recognition vending machines, there's a CBC article that has a picture, but there was an error on the screens, because of course they have screens. They can't be the old-fashioned vending machines. They gotta be smart tech. The screens had an error that the top of it was like facial recognition application had an error. It was, I read it like a few days ago, so I don't remember the exact thing, but it was clearly not something you're expecting to see in a vending machine screen, on a vending machine screen. Like, it's not a good thing, but in like the worst way possible, it is pretty funny. It's only funny because it's kind of grim, but I respect that. I assume there's nothing here, but that's a good one. What? Why did it not bounce? That's weird. Oh, it's not bouncing there either. Weird. Why is it not bouncing? It bounces on scrawny guys' shields that aren't prepared to block a weapon. Why can't it bounce on a wall like this? Am I stuck? I shouldn't be. But I'm pretty close to stuck. Oh, I already got that? Oh, because I fought the guy already. I don't think I have any reason to fight the guy up there. I'll just keep exploring. Yeah, it's kind of a wild story that's fairly new. Like, I mean, an interesting fact is the company... I'm dead. The company in question, who makes them, supposedly... So, they had a... I read a tiny bit. There was a press release. The company CEO, whatever, did refer to it as facial recognition, but then apparently at some point, or just when asked to comment on this exact scenario context, like when this was found out, they commented and said, "Oh no, this facial recognition software is just to know if someone's there." Like, as if A, you need to know someone is there, or B, you would need something more than just a basic motion sensor to know that something is in front of it. Like, it's so silly. But it's also kind of, as a company, they weren't supposedly very subtle about the fact that it was, like, facial recognition-y. So it's kind of funny that it existed, and it's very possible that there will be some blowback towards whoever ordered those specific ones for a university, because you don't need facial recognition software for a vending machine. You don't. Now, as a random person, if I were in a position where I had nothing to do, there's no way there would ever be any blowback. It would be, and purely from a curiosity perspective, to know metrics, it would be interesting. No company does it for curiosity. They do it because they can sell that information. Or they can monetize it, maybe not directly sell it. But if it was possible to just collect the information for curiosity's sake, it would be interesting to know, oh, this group of people is most likely to purchase Skittles. This group is most likely to purchase Kit Kats. This group is most likely to purchase plain Dasani bottled water. Like, knowing just metrics about that type of stuff would be really... Oh, I know that somewhere in here there's a door. There's definitely a bonfire in this area. There is definitely a bonfire on this cube. Maybe not this cube, but one of these cubes has a bonfire for sure. Yes. Mine does not stagger, but his does. His light attack staggers me more than my strong attack staggers him. It is the pinnacle of logic. I'm dead. Because I got greedy and I wanted to get a backstab. I know that he's wearing heavy armor, but so am I. My armor is very heavy. So his light attacks with his long sword shouldn't stagger me more than my strong attacks with an incredibly heavy greatsword stagger him. It doesn't make sense. I know this game doesn't make sense and is complaining about nothing, but it's just kind of, why? But this gives more opportunity to talk about random, meaningless garbage. I don't really have much more to say about that weird scenario. I do actually find it very interesting that it happened, and I want to know how it will shake out, whether some people will be fired for like doing this for, I don't know, maybe they got bribed. They probably wouldn't. That'd be a terrible choice, but whatever, like, presumably there was some form of monetary benefit to doing this, and whoever decided, yes, this monetary benefit alongside the invasion of privacy, though it's not privacy in the same way because it's a public space, blah blah blah, but like it's an invasion of privacy because there was no supposedly there was no indication of there being cameras or anything on the vending machines, so there was no knowledge of it, so it's kind of awful and unnecessary from a consumer perspective, not from a monetizing your vending machines perspective. Yeah, again, not staggered at all. And then knocked on his back. I'm just the super armor on his one-handed R1s is excessive. Yeah. It's an interesting thing. I want to know if people end up getting fired for it, but... Or if maybe the company or whatever will have to compensate the hundreds or thousands of students implicated. Because it's kind of very sketchy to be like, yes, we will implement facial recognition in these vending machines. Okay, I don't think this is the one. But it could be. So I need to mash A. It might be a floor down, though. Usually the wall is kind of obvious if it has a door, though. You gotta look at it at a weird angle. But... Oh, maybe? It did not look weird. That wall did not look weird at all. I hate this game. Like... These hidden bonfires are really bad. Like, it's just a random side on a cube. A lot of illusory walls in Dark Souls 1, you can... Not all of them, but a lot of them you can sort of feel that there should be an illusory wall. It's like, okay, this is a suspicious location, and you can just swing once. These, you kind of have to mash A while walking into a wall to even check. Okay, I guess I'll fight the guy over here first. Let me knock you down a pit. Again, the classic, they're in the air, so they're immune to knockback. Despite the fact that that's when they would be most susceptible to being launched backwards. But anyway, other fun things. The concept of pudding. It's just such a weird term because pudding in, I would say America, but it's America and Canada. Pudding has a very different implication than in America and Canada than it does in, I would say, it's a lot of the UK and the Commonwealth countries other than Canada, at least. Definitely not Canada. Maybe not a lot other than Canada, but like pudding has a lot of... Pudding in North America basically just means not necessarily instant pudding, but that sort of food. It never means... If someone asks, do you want to eat some pudding? They don't mean haggis. But according to Wikipedia, haggis is a savory pudding. And also, I think in the UK, pudding is just used as a word for dessert a lot. Maybe not everywhere. Maybe it's a semi-regional thing, so some parts of the UK don't use pudding to mean that, but it's still like a weird... It's a good example of words that whose meanings have... I mean, this is not somewhere I've been. It's a good, like... Ooh, new armor. Example of a word whose meaning has fundamentally changed to a huge degree. Okay, so this is what that guy was wearing. Manchettes of Judgment. I'm gonna stick with these because they look pretty okay. Not pretty, comma, okay. Just pretty okay. Anyway, that's gonna be slightly better armor, I guess. Well, for most stuff, not everything, though. But it's an interesting... Yeah, like, pudding such a weird... Because, for me, pudding has literally only ever been... Well, until being, you know, exposed to... basically UK media. Well, broader UK media as opposed to... more specific stuff, like... being exposed to anything where they're talking about normal life. Mostly podcasts, I'd say, are a big part, and random other shows, but random TV shows, but like pudding before that was always like, oh, you get a pudding cup that is kind of gross. I actually find like that type of pudding is somewhat off-putting. You don't really want your pudding to be off-putting. That's a pronunciation issue. Pudding and putting. Okay, so this is the first boss. Apparently the second boss is right behind the first boss, so... now I know how to get to both bosses. I don't think this boss is going to be fun, and I don't think the boss afterwards is going to be fun either. But I could be wrong. Second boss, I'm under the impression won't be fun because it will have a lot of HP. First boss is a ganking boss. But, like, not a direct ganking boss. It just summons stuff later in the fight. Yeah, I can't hit it. Oh, I did hit it. Sick. Okay. Weird boss. Feels like it's a bullet hell boss. That's gonna explode. I don't like this boss, mostly because I'm not a fan of teleporting bosses. They don't teleport far, but I'm just not a fan of bosses that teleport. Well, enemies in general that teleport, but... that's 3 skeletons. I got staggered by a skeleton to the point where the first one hit me and then the rest staggered me to death. Fun. And the descent to the boss is so fun. I'm going to try it without the cat ring to determine whether or not I should complain. I guess for now I will equip the Ring of Binding, sure. Slightly more HP. If I take more than like a 20th of a bar of damage going down carefully, then I really don't like how they set this boss up. If I take no damage, then it's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Okay, no damage yet. That seems unavoidable, but maybe you can land on this and then not roll to your death. Nope, unavoidable damage right there. Like, unless there's another point I could have dropped down to, that's unavoidable. So, it's not great. You are guaranteed to take some damage falling if you don't have the cat ring. Which just means, oh, equip the cat ring before every attempt on the boss, which is not fun. First actual attack. Instant skeleton summon. What is she doing? Oh, okay, that's her summoning hand animation. Why did it auto lock on? I thought it had auto lock on. I'm dead. I thought I had the auto target switch disabled. Why did it go from locked on to her to automatically locked onto a skeleton? I don't think I flicked the targeting to her. Auto lock-on's off. Auto target's off. If it does that every time, that's kind of annoying. It's not a big issue, but like, why would it do it to you? Okay, so this is not fall damage. If I go here and drop onto this pillar, I can avoid fall damage there. But this drop is unavoidable. That's unavoidable damage if you don't have the cat ring again. So like, it's not too bad, but just don't make the drops to your boss unavoidable damage. Again, ring, but I don't want to equip the ring then unequip it before the fight every time. Just, it wouldn't be hard to make it so you didn't take fall damage. Let's just do 2 and then back off. Hit. That was a janky animation. Is it going to lock onto a skeleton? It didn't. Okay, that's good. That was me, probably. Ah, yes. Skeleton with a 80% damage block shield. Because the skeleton took 200, maybe 260 damage instead of 600. So it's over 50% block shield for that skeleton. I'm gonna have to play this so incredibly slowly. Because if I attack a skeleton, and then she starts casting her triple shot like that, I die. So I can only attack a skeleton after... I could ignore the skeletons entirely, potentially, but that'd be dangerous. But if I choose to attack skeletons, I have to wait till the moment after she casts an attack. Can I drop that way? I can't. Okay. I have to wait till after she does an attack. I'm going to ignore the souls. I'll grab this one because it's on the way, but if it's not on the way, I will start ignoring souls. Because it's only 9k. It's less than 9k even. That's an explosion. You have to wait till there and then attack. Hope that they don't have their shield up. Wait. Attack, miss, and die anyway. I don't die, I'm lucky. Wait till that. And then the skeletons are in a bad location, so I can't do anything. I guess I just ignore them already. Okay, good camera. That was actually perfect timing. Whatever. Skeleton might die. Ah, classic spell. That doesn't always trigger when you get close. And there's Velstad. And he instant attacks. Okay, good to know that he does not take any time to attack you once he summons. That actually did swap my targeting without my will. Yeah, it forcibly swaps the targeting. That's kind of lame. I would rather it just untarget entirely than swap my target to Velstad. I'm dead. Maybe I could have rolled better. I'm not sure. Because the reason I'm targeting is because it's simpler to keep track of where she is. Of course, once she teleports, it's pointless, but it really shouldn't. I mean, it could be an intentional choice of, hey, here's a way to make this annoying, but it's just annoying. But that went okay. I do a lot of damage. I think I might just ignore the skeletons. Like, don't even try to attack them and see how that goes. It might go even better, because if I just avoid the skeletons and attack when they're not in a bad position, it might be easier. I'm gonna use this. It'll heal me to full, and then I'll have some time. I also might use a Brightbug, because it's not a fun fight. Three hits. I don't even know if I need to roll there, honestly. I can't attack like that. I am healing already. See, that's a valuable attack. And see, I think that's the way to go. Don't try to kill them specifically, just hit them as collateral damage. I am not healing anymore, I'm dead. Because she can teleport and insta-attack, that's good to know. She can aggressively teleport instead of teleporting away from you only. It's important to establish that. But I could Brightbug and it would be pretty easy, I think. A singular Brightbug means that I probably wouldn't die quite as easily. And she would take 120 more damage every hit. So instead of like 600, she'd take 720 at least. Which is a lot more damage. I will do the same intro though. These are actually really good. I love that I can't input. I'm gonna try it once just to see if I can just get the fight over with that much quicker. Is it wasteful to do it outside? Yes. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Yeah. That's not a... I've never seen that attack, where she attacks... Oh, instant Velstad. And it will attack me instantly? No, it won't. Okay, I'm not gonna Brightbug ever again. It could just be bad luck that she summoned Velstad instantly. But the fact that she summoned Velstad instantly was not good. I would rather have some skeletons running around for a bit before she summons again. I don't know how it works specifically, but... I would rather do less damage. It delays her summoning Velstad till she's like 50% health. That might not be how it works. It could be that I was just really lucky that she summoned skeletons every previous attempt. Yeah, again, like this... Just make it so you don't take fall damage on the way to a boss. It's just not interesting. I don't know if that first one hit. I tried to collect the green sphere. I was slow for some reason. I could probably walk that, honestly. That was weird. Yeah, previously I'd only ever seen her do one of those. Now she's been doing two. That's her big... No, it's not her big explosion thing. I should have used a Elizabeth mushroom for sure. Again, why swap my targeting? It's just rude. Again. Explosion. Again. Stop with the camera. I guess I need to explicitly just abandon using lock-on. I'm dead. Skeleton was too slow to attack me, so I'm fine. Yeah. I did too much damage using the Brightbug, and it might have caused her to insta-summon Velstad? That's pretty silly. It could just be luck again that I got the skeletons first this time, but it's a weird balance. If you do too much damage, she will instantly summon Velstad, and then it's a harder fight than if you just ignore the skeletons. This is the dragon fight. It's pretty goofy, honestly. It being better to do 20%, it wouldn't be 20%, it would be, because 120 down to 100 is not 20%, it is a sixth, which is an ugly number. No, wait, yes, it would be a sixth less damage. I'll do one attempt on the boss after I go level up. The level up won't help with the boss, I just won't have to worry about the 72,000 souls.
There until
3 levels maybe? No, only 2. A lot of levels to go. I get more life gems though. That should be full life gems, which is nice.
Thank you.
99 life gems. Okay, 1 attempt. And that's it. Am I still missing a bonfire? Yep. I'm still missing a bonfire. But all I need to do is get 1 attempt on the boss for today. I still need 10 levels, 8 levels of int, which will be a few 100,000 souls. That's a lot of souls. Just to use a weapon that I want to power stance with, just to see it. Yeah, dragon. Oh, I missed it because I couldn't see where it was coming from. What was that attack? Nope, do not lock on. Give me a tail cut. Give me a Monster Hunter style tail cut. I do not know what I'm supposed to do there. Okay, run away probably. Run away probably? I don't know what's going on. Okay, is this a dive bomb? No, it's a fireball. And then a dive bomb, okay. Into a poison globe that I can't follow through. This is not a fun fight. If there's just gonna be a bunch of him flying around like this and sitting in poison spots where I can't attack him, I'm not gonna enjoy this fight. Please stop flying. Please stop flying. I was slow on the roll because it was weird looking, but I'm dead. But I'm not because it's slow. No bonus damage for hitting him in the head. I don't like this fight. It has just about everything wrong with every dragon fight in this series. It's just a lot of dragons flying around. Missed because I didn't do the correct attack. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling this fight very much. Like, it's just a lot of running around because he moves a lot. Oh, yep. Oh, and it... One fire breath, and my weapon is basically broken. I don't like this fight. I almost beat it, and I messed up at the end. I don't think it's a good fight. It's a lot of him flying, a lot of him shooting fireballs, and then he breaks your gear. Do I have any repair powder? I've never used it in this game. I've never used it in any of these games. Repair powder right there. Let's get this off my bar and this off my bar to get extra light. Does this have any weight? It does not. I'm not a fan of this fight. I could do it again right away, but I'm going to leave it to next time because it's just not that interesting. And I probably won't beat it on the next try is my guess. I'll probably mess up. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I might want on my bar. Like an Elizabeth mushroom would be useful. I might consider Brightbugging for the fight next time. Like enter the room, Brightbug, see if I can just kill him quicker. But that will be next time. So hopefully I can beat it in one try next time. And then I can go back to the night alone. But I'll see. So have a nice day. Bye-bye.